It takes 10,000 hours to get really good at something. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're talking about athletics or something in business or something at work, it takes 10,000 hours to become world class at anything. That's a finding from Dr. Erickson at the University of Florida, popularized by Malcolm Gladwell in the book Outliers. He has a lot of illustrations of that. He talks about the Beatles and how they played 10,000 hours at strip clubs in Germany. He talks about how many hours Bill Gates spent in junior high and then high school working in a computer lab. But the principle is the same. Nobody gets world class without 10,000 hours of work. Now, Jeff Colvin, in a book, Talent is Overrated, elaborates on something Gladwell hints at, which is that in order to get really good, you have to work at getting better on purpose. He calls that deliberate practice. It's painful, it's difficult. Here's an illustration. If a person goes out and hits a bucket of golf balls, he calls that practice, but that's not practice. If you want to practice golf, you hit a ball and then you examine your swing. You tweak it. You ask what you did well. What do you need to work on next? And by the end of a bucket of balls, after you work with deliberate practice on every swing, you're exhausted, but over the long haul, you get better. That's the idea. The 10,000 hour rule talks about how if you play the piano a certain number of hours, you're able to teach piano. If you add some hours to that, you're able to be a pianist with a local symphony. But no one is good enough to play at a place like Carnegie Hall without 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours doesn't guarantee you'll be good enough, but a lack of the 10,000 hours guarantees you won't be good enough. That's the 10,000 hour rule.